If I could only have one kind of brush, which would be pretty harsh because anybody that paints, you know, especially watercolor and gouache, you love to have a variety of brushes. But if I could only have one kind of brush, I would want the dagger brushes. These three here are by Princeton in their Neptune line. This one's actually wet, so it's not all fluffy and floofy like the dry ones. And then this is also a Neptune brush. It's their mini detailer dagger brush. And the reason that I love the dagger brushes so much is that they're just extremely versatile. So if you look at this shape of the brush, you've got a fine point on it. You've got a nice long edge. And it's got a pretty good body, especially on these Neptune ones that are actually meant for watercolor. They're a very soft brush. They hold a ton of water and color. And this shape, what is so nice about this shape is just the various things that you can do with this shape with just having one brush. So if we load this brush up, you can see that you can do very fine lines, you can vary the width of your lines, you can come right with the edge just to get that very sharp, crisp line. And, you know, actually a lot of these brushes are used for detailing work where you want that nice fine line. And they hold a good bit of paint, so you can actually get a lot of mileage from just one loading of the paintbrush. What is also nice is with that nice wide edge, you can even use them very similar to a wash brush. So you're getting basically one brush that can do just about anything that you would want it to do. And this nice little point on this brush also means that you can use it to get into spaces. So if you were trying to go in between like petals or something like that, it's just superb for that, because look at that fine amount of detail that you can get. And then of course, you know, the different sizes are going to give you different you know, different capabilities so far as how big of a wash you can make. But it's just such a nice brush, and there's a lot of brands of brushes out there that make these dagger brushes, but for me, I have found that Princeton brand, the mini detailer for smaller fine work, and then they have various sizes in the Neptune line. They have always given me the best performance of any of the dagger brushes that I have tried. But yep, for me, if I can only have one kind of brush, it's going to be a dagger brush. Your mileage may vary, but I would say give a dagger brush a try, and you may be won over to them as much as I am.